Hey all, and welcome back for another spooky round of HellfireComms Patron TV comms. Today we're checking out something seasonal. This is Gregory Horror Show, the complete Volume 1, actually. This was commissioned by Robert Hollander, and it was originally going to be for November. You know, it was pledged for in October, we'd do it during that, and you get it in, the following month. But I decided to move it up a little bit, just so we have something special to go along with the other things we've got planned for Halloween. Do you have any inkling of what this is about, Volk?
I have absolutely no clue. This is entirely new for me, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it is, although I'll very much be going for a play-by-play on this one, seeing as I have no background knowledge prior going in.
Okay, some of you may be aware of a PS2 game of the same name. It was released in 2003 for both Japan and the PAL region, so, I guess it was never released in North America. Interesting. It's basically about a character named Gregory and his hotel. The first series, The Nightmare Begins, is a set of 25 stories about a businessman arriving at the hotel after taking a train home from work. And that's all I'm going to tell you. We're going to watch the whole thing from beginning to end. And it's going to be nice and comfy, nice and spooky. So, Volk, just take in the atmosphere and discuss stuff you want to discuss, okay?
Alright, you got it.
Alright guys, we shall lead you down into this. You have to supply the content yourself, but this is a YouTube rip, so it should be easy enough to find. If not, just find it yourself, I guess. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh yes, I'm getting very vivid and fond flashbacks of Cloud8745's playthrough of Gregory Horror Show, actually, so this is all very familiar to me.
I never actually spotted that game on the PS2, I have to be honest. I was usually pretty adamant in looking out for new things to play on my shiny new PS2.
So this came out in 1999, actually. It was created by Naomi Iwata and televised by the Asahi National Broadcasting Company. Let's see. Gregory is played by Dave Petit. He's the innkeeper of the hotel and also the narrator. Yeah, he's a bit of a creep.
This reminds me so much of, just visually, you know how the early CD game cutscenes tended to look? It's all very blocky and colourful, the movements of the characters are very slow and deliberate. This is like very early animation 3D style I'm seeing here. I like it a lot.
Now in the game, players have to navigate the hotel retrieving the bottled souls which the hotel guests have been carrying, and you basically have to give them to Death every time you go to sleep. Death has like a Swedish icon on his hat for reasons I never really figured out, but here I guess it's just about the person who decides to stay at the hotel.
Very well, we'll see where this actually leads on in the end. I like the idea of having to basically pay the Grim Reaper to continue your stay without, I assume getting your soul removed.
Yeah, don't trust Gregory, he has tricks up his sleeve.
He doesn't seem the most trustworthy of sorts, I have to admit.
Oh, okay, I guess we're starting early with the creep factor.
Well, no rest for the wicked. I'm guessing this all takes place in the first person.
Maybe? I don't know. I have not scanned through the entirety, and I've also never watched this before. Oh, okay. I don't think it was stairs, exactly.
No, unless you keep an entire toolbox underneath your stairs. That's a very dangerous place to leave things.
I want to read the rest of Gregory's, biography, but it might actually clue you in as to the exact nature of the hotel.
Fair enough. Well, when you think you're in a point where perhaps it's comfortable, you can read it out then.
Ooh. Can you feel the creep starting to set in, Volk?
I can certainly feel the spoops tonight. So you mentioned that it was 25 episodes of sorts, or shorts, I guess? So it seems like this is just one massive compilation of all 25 of those episodes.
Basically. I mean, we do say you can get things up to an hour, so Rob was just like, hey, this is an hour long, or just over. Boom, there you go.
Well, that's fair enough. It's just not every day that you get a show that has such short episodes. Like, we're kind of used to things being 10, 22, 40 occasionally, but this is one of the first ones that I can recall doing where it's been literally about 2.5 minutes per.
Oh, I don't like veiled threats. I don't like actual threats, but veiled ones have like an air of danger to them, especially.
Not only that, but I don't like leaving the window open while I'm asleep at a hotel.
Creepy ass mouse motherfucker.
I hope they at least serve breakfast here.
I'm wondering if they use some of these cutscenes for the game itself, honestly.
Did they use the same engine?
I'm not entirely sure. Huh. It did receive positive reviews. It apparently has a Metacritic of 73.
That is very respectable.
Do you know my name? Judgment! I could probably read out, like, characters as they, like, come across and whatnot. Judgment Boy is a set of anthropomorphic scales balanced between love and money. He passes judgment on all the troubled souls of the hotel and can see through everyone's lies. His skills at determining the truth are slightly questionable. When he's not judging others, he usually sings about himself.
Ah. Wait, when did he get in there?
Yeah, don't fuck with the other guests. They can literally kill you in, like, the video game.
Is he going to give us back that coat hanger? I was kind of going to use it.
Nope, short's over, move on. Yep. No good comes from getting out of your room in the Gregory Horror Show.
Yeah, this seems like one of those hotels where your best bet just hunkering down at your desk, maybe doing some, like, business notes before the big meeting tomorrow. You know, just pretty much stay in your room.
There was also a manga adaptation called Gregory Horror Show Another World by Suzuki Tsunami, which started in November 1st, 2007. Huh.
So, nearly 8 to 10 years after this. So I wonder what prompted them to kind of bring it back, or did they just sort of think, ooh, this could be an interesting manga adaptation, let's throw that in there.
Huh. There's also a thing called Mystery Holiday, which is apparently a new Gregory Horror thing, but no release date has been announced.
Ooh, I have to keep an eye on that one then, especially if it means more Greg in the works. Look, will somebody feed that goddamn cat?
Oh, that's quite tragic. You're about to meet a character who, yeah, let's just say he's not treated very well.
Well, by the looks of the padlocked door and literal steel door, I would wager.
Yeah, Neko Zombie. A zombie cat who once lived with a family that stayed in Gregory's hotel. Unfortunately for him, he wound up, like, getting involved with Gregory, and Gregory stitched up his eyes, mouth, and ears as an act of revenge, possibly against cats in general, due to their interspecies conflict.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, it's no less unsettling, but I can see the logic behind it.
Yeah, I don't think Gregory is, like, he's admitting to it right now, but it was totally Gregory.
It was a, or it could just be a very thinly veiled phrase. Just like, look, if you keep your door open, I'm just going to hide in your closet again and take you by surprise.
So have you started to, glean as to what the hotel actually is yet, Volk?
I reckon it's some kind of exhibit, rather than a hotel per se. Because it seems very similar to what you might expect from maybe a zoo of some sort, or some kind of museum or exhibit.
Oh no. I remember this character.
First I thought it was like a treasure chest. It's just like, wait, is this like a mimic or something?
Oh god.
I take it you know what's up with this one.
This character is called Lost Doll. She's a poor girl looking forever for her doll. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh wait, is she the doll or something? So essentially she's looking for herself, but of course she never realizes it?
I'm not gonna say a word, Volk. Just keep watching.
Oh, Jesus! I was waiting for something to happen. I was about to make the comment that how she sort of looks like those weird blocky Minecraft story game, like, models.
Yeah. She herself is in fact the doll she is looking for.
So, let me guess. Her soul was removed and placed within the body of the doll.
Her only friend was a doll, which was her constant companion, but one day her parents decided to dispose of the doll. The girl searched endlessly for her lost doll, until she happened upon the place known as Gregory House, where she became a permanent resident.
So it's not actually explicitly said, but it's fairly safe to assume what might be going down here. Okay. Well, you have to hand it to Gregory. He's got a certain flair for the showmanship. But yeah, I think I'm getting the idea of what the general flow is. I'm just not sure if my hunch on it being some kind of zoo/exhibit is on point, but maybe I'll find out later on.
Well, let's see. I've got the, character bios and whatnot here, so everyone that comes up, I won't have to, pass over. I can explain to you in detail.
Is it all listed in chronological order, then?
I'm not sure, honestly. No, I don't think it is.
Ah, that's a shame. That would have been good. This tomato soup looks a bit,
Volcano-y.
It literally looks like molten lava.
Oh. Yeah, the Hell Chef. The chef of Gregory Hotel that looks very much like a dark-faced candle with glowing red eyes and a giant knife that is said to cleave elephant bones like butter. He often butchers/poisons the guests that don't eat or refuse his meals, even if they're not hungry, and then serves them to other guests.
Oh, I see him.
And the guest is smart, it seems.
Thank God for that.
Oh, that's pure poison.
It certainly looks like it. It has the consistency of cough syrup. But I'm not sure if that's just because of the graphical style and what have you. There's one of those fillings. Oh, they cooked the boy.
Yep, the previous guest and fed it to the current one. Yep, he's not ready to be cooked just yet. Oh. I forgot how dark this series could actually be.
I was prepared for something a little bit weird, but this is a little beyond what I was expecting. Alright, so, will we wake up assuming everything is back to as normal as it can be, or will there be a direct continuation?
Yep, it's a direct continuation. Thankfully, these are all in chronological order, it seems.
So where will we be marinating?
But everywhere in the hotel, I guess. But how weren't we ready exactly, Volk? Can you hazard a guess?
Maybe there's something to be said of seeing more fearful things in order to get the right amount of fear into the individual to make them delicious or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to play into what I'm seeing as best I can, but...
This is Catherine, by the way, a pink-listered nurse with a giant syringe. She has an obsessive desire to steal blood from guests and searches for any excuse she can find to do so. One suck of her syringe appears to drain almost all of a person's blood.
Well, that is an insanely large epidermic. This is getting a bit lewd now. What the hell's going on?
Catherine easily falls in love with people with nice veins, but she's also shown to take blood for no reason than personal pleasure, suggesting it may be fetishistic in nature. She has had relationships with many characters throughout the hotel, although many of them have ended badly. All of them, actually, usually for the other person. Jesus.
Give him that blood back immediately.
You know the only reason Gregory stepped in because he didn't want the fun to end too soon.
Yeah, I had a feeling as such.
So the guest is definitely human, we've established that.
So, you're gonna give me that blood back?
I'm gonna guess that's a no, Bob.
If I was using that... Yep, she'll be vacuuming up a whole lot of nothing before long if she keeps that up.
The thing is, in the video game, once you take back the soul that people have, like, stolen, I guess, or are keeping captive, they will chase you throughout the hotel, and here's the kicker. All of them can run faster than your default running speed.
Oh, so you gotta outwit them.
Basically. Stealth is the name of the game.
Oh, it's a Mario cosplayer.
Alright, let's see. I remember these guys. These are, I believe, Mummy Papa and Mummy Dog. Let's see. Mummy Papa is a father dog with a bandaged body and a skull partly cloven by a saber, which does not affect him at all apart from a headache. He is a proud hypochondriac with a loving son. And, let's see. Mummy Dog suffers from constant migraines.
Seems very happy for someone with a literal cleaver in his skull.
The thing is, they're very empathetic to those who look or feel poorly, and they get them help, although this help comes in the form of Catherine.
Ah.
I seem to recall his voice being different in the game, a bit like this, a little bit drawling.
And this is exactly the reason why I always make sure I have paracetamol with my bathroom stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, she back? No, not again!
Goodbye, nurse! I don't think Gregory's gonna step in this time.
I thought that was a light bulb then for a second. No, it's just a sack.
Yeah. What an asshole.
Yeah, he's in no position to say, oh, you should take better care of yourself with a cough like that.
The funny thing is, I've been getting a very Crypt Keeper vibe from Gregory, but whereas the Crypt Keeper is kind of a genial sort of guy who just tells fucked up stories, Gregory is sort of the real deal. He's slimy, he's manipulative, but he is very dangerous.
Yeah, he's pretty much the Crypt Keeper if he was directly involved with the stories that were being told. It's like, damn it, I've been here for 17 minutes now and I still haven't done a single spreadsheet for the meeting tomorrow.
There he is. Yeah, they definitely changed some of the voices for the game, because this guy's voice is much higher. It was like, do you know my name? Judgment!
More like a game show host.
Love or money? Oh god, here we go. Oh, the heart broke.
Oh.
Yeah, they definitely, like, changed up the lyrics and whatnot. Probably for the best, in my opinion. Does, like, he have rails going throughout the hotel?
It seems like that. It's like there's a whole monorail system going around. Or maybe it might just be on that floor, potentially? I mean, there is a certain degree of truth to that statement. I mean, you have to love yourself before you can really love others, I would say. But that's taking it more to an extreme, which seems to be the theme with this entire show, which I like. Oh, I don't like where this is going already. It's kind of weird that this feels like those 20 minutes have gone by very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's not even a Wi-Fi connection here. Like, who recommended this hotel to him exactly?
Oh god, here's Cactus Gunman. He's a cactus in bandit clothes and a sombrero who loves to challenge guests into fights. He was once a leader of revolutionaries and is infamous for his terrible aim. He is also quite the macho man, playing through while any real danger would easily scare him away.
Buh, buh, buh.
This is my stand power.
Wild Wild West.
Wiki wow wow.
No, that's what happens when he does like the multiple punches. Just wiki 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 wow, wiki wiki wow, wiki wiki wow.
Oh. We did talk about that bad aim not long ago.
Indeed.
I'm getting the fuck out of here!
Where's my tequila?
Tis but a scratch. Yeah, you get back here, you motherfucker.
What's the point? He didn't seem hurt at all. Or just chasing after the cactus that shot him in the head earlier. You know, if you kept a diary at this point, you would have a huge entry for today.
Yeah, it may be best if we don't talk over the intros to these, because he will be filling us in on what's actually happening. His brain is slowly being eroded away.
Oh, okay, alright.
These parts, though, fair game.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, TV fish. I remember this was a hard motherfucker for Cloud to catch.
TV fish. Oh, that song sounds so familiar. It's like those song that goes da 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 da. I can't remember what it was called though.
It reminds me of the Exorcist theme, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so TV fish, Terubu fishu in Japanese, is a skeletal floating fish able to swim in the air and through walls. It has a TV for a face and projects the memories of any guests nearby passively. However, because all guests at Gregory Hotel are uncertain of themselves, the TV shows distorted images. In the anime, there are multiple TV fish, including one with a Gregory TV satellite.
So in other words, for the most part, the only thing you see is that weird colourful background with the picture of the small girl and the clown.
Ooh. Kind of taunting him with images of his family, really.
That's low.
Slowly slipping away thanks to the hotel, and Gregory's nonsense, of course.
Oh, it returns.
All the time, actually, yeah.
And you're the star. Oh, I can see what you mean by the mind slowly being chipped away there.
Yep.
There's uncertainty and paranoia dug deep into his very psyche.
Look at that old-ass, like, T-Mobile thing. Oh my god.
How did you get out?
I guess you were hungry.
Oh, we all know you had something to do with it.
Aww.
Well, that sucks. And this is why you buy a Nokia.
What were you trying to do, Neko Zombie? Really?
That's expensive.
Oh.
You can at least give it back.
I don't remember this character. I don't think the game had all the characters.
Well, the phone is trash. It literally says so.
Oh, you tormented me! You promised me freedom and it was nothing!
And of course, he's straight to the bar to get himself a stiff drink.
You need it if you're gonna survive this place. Aww. Good old Neko Zombie.
Well, the occasional one-up happens, I guess.
Yep. Slowly succumbing to it, I suppose.
I mean, some people say the only way to live through insanity is to just embrace it, but I don't think that's gonna work here.
Yep. There he is. Motherfucking Judgment Boy. Blame him! Blame the other guy! But would you really? That's the thing.
I guess, knowing what I know, I would be honest, but because I would be in the second grade at that point and I'd be so goddamn scared of getting into trouble, maybe I would. Although part of me likes to think maybe I was brought up in the way that just naturally allows me to be honest.
I feel like he was more benevolent in the video game. A lot of this just doesn't seem right. What a load of horse pucky.
What's for little dudes?
They're just gathering things, I guess.
They're gathering the pieces of that heart to repair it and put it back in the lantern, I guess.
Oh god, here comes Gregory's mother. Figured out what the hotel is yet, though?
I'm still not sure. Maybe it's like... Maybe it's... Well, if the whole exhibit thing is off, maybe it's sort of like a purgatory thing. Like, maybe he's actually already dead. And this is like the whole purgatory thing where he's like judged on his actions and what have you.
We're officially in the second half. Oh, no, we're not. This is episode 13, Clockmaster, with Clockmaster and my son.
This must be the prototype for What's-His-Face from Beauty and the Beast. He was one of the rejected concept models.
Clockmaster is a man with a face of a clock residing in the hotel. He has the ability to control time, although he has grown old and can't travel that far in time anymore. He usually drinks his problems away. He's a very civil and jolly fellow. However, if he catches anyone he even remotely suspects of picking on his child, my son, he flies into a fit of time-warping rage. Here we go. Let's give it a shot.
Now, if this was something like Goosebumps or something like that, they probably rewind him back way too far. Like, back to his, like, infancy or something.
Yeah, I remember this, especially from the video game. Ah, fuck. See, the guest was offered a way out, but it just doesn't work.
Oh, that's a shame. It's a bit morbid.
Gregory knows, I suspect.
Well, I don't know. You can probably get somewhere in life with a magic 8-ball. Pretty cheap too. You can probably pick one up at the gift shop.
Will I ever escape the hotel? Outlook seems unlikely. Check back later.
It was 1,000 years ago.
I think this character was in the video game. Yeah, like towards the end or something.
So it's a very toothy frog, I guess?
Yeah, fortune teller frog, I believe. Let me look this shit up.
That's a bit weird.
A little bit. They're not even listed here. Interesting. Okay. I don't remember this character.
I don't think anybody would love being flushed down the toilet, really.
Toilet Baby is their name. Jesus. A small childlike creature that sits on a moving toilet and has a roll of toilet paper in its mouth, often flushes itself down the toilet and takes anyone dense enough to get too close with it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, said the big C.
Oh.
Gregory will get his eventually, I swear to God. That was just the start of the trauma conga line. Ooh.
Ominous. I like it.
Well, we've got about 25 minutes to find out, Mr. Gus.
Mm-hmm. Although for all of this has been going on, has he considered using the front door?
Huh. I don't think that works on the game, and I don't think it will work here.
Ah, I see. They thought of everything. Damn.
Oh god. Something even Gregory fears? Oh, I remember this character.
Something even Gregory fears. By the looks of it, I thought it was going to be a game of Mario Party.
You're not too far from the truth there, honestly. Welcome to Roulette Boy. Spin me again! There we go. Oh god, it's all coming back from that LP. Yeah, this would be the inspiration for Hell's Roulette in Soul Collector. Ah, time for a 2 versus 2 minigame. Hoo-hoo.
Snakes and ladders all over again. Sometimes you get a green, sometimes you get blown the fuck up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get bombed as well.
Well, they're both gone.
Well, he's been double exploded. Let me guess, another explodey? Oh, nope.
Roulette Boy is a fucking god of chaos. Look at this shit. Yeah, I think this will just keep going, and then the episode's over, so it is. Alright, what's next? Or what's lurking inside it, to be more succinct.
Yeah, I can deal with being in darkness, but it's being in darkness and not knowing what my immediate surroundings are that's what gets me. Ooh, roller coaster.
I hear VR is big these days.
Oh man, if they did like a VR ride of this, that'd be kinda cool.
Gregory, you're becoming like front and center with tormenting me now. Let the other guests have a crack.
Mm-hmm. Maybe there's just nobody else really there, or maybe it's just an obsessive interest.
Let's see. This episode is called Speed Mouse. The guest and Gregory ride the most thrilling roller coaster in the world, and the most dangerous. How big is this hotel?
I wager on the outside it's not very big, but it probably has a huge underground part.
Yeah, for sure. Ah, a shooting star. Oh god, it's burning me to death.
Oh no, it's going to explode again!
I don't want to. Can I put my iPod on instead, please? Oh, son of a bitch. It's always something.
The ride's incomplete! Aw, that's just careless.
Okay, this is comical now.
Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch. Did he just snort that soul? Ooh. So we're going further down by the sounds of it. I thought it would have been like, oh, I awoke back in my room again.
Nope.
But no, we're just going further in. It's like something straight out of Mist. Oh, wait a minute. I thought that was like his own voice.
Nope. Slowly wasting away. Yeah, I don't recall this character. This is Mirror Man.
Not really much of a man, is he? At least not in physical appearance.
Mirror Man is a large mirror contained in a cabinet and wearing a crown. His mirror build, the mirror of truth, always reflects one's true self, although as he warns, some people are better off not knowing the truth. Oh, he just said it. There you go.
Oh, nicely timed.
Oh, that's just Gregory. Get the fuck out of here with that propaganda.
Oh, I don't think he should have done that.
Oh, God.
I don't think that's really going to do very much.
Oh, there you go. Secret tunnel.
But not through the mountain. I guess we'll be seeing more of that one in a moment.
Yeah, this episode might be a little bit of a trip, so prepare yourself.
Alright, I'm bracing myself.
This is Kinko and Inko, by the way. Kinko the safe and Inko the parrot reside in a heavily armoured room deep below the hotel, although a hatch in the ceiling leads up to Gregory Mama's room.
Ooh.
I've lost the ability to tell which characters are in the game and which are, like, series exclusive at this point.
Maybe there's somewhere that can compare, but I wouldn't know where to start looking. Yeah, I can see that.
Hey.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's a heart. I'll give this to Ansem. I think Gregory's plan is starting to unravel, though.
Hmm.
Yeah, Gregory Mama is the real deal when it comes to the hotel.
Oh, okay.
So he basically got his will to live back again.
It's filled him with determination.
Are you ready to meet Angel and Devil Dog?
Oh, I think I am. I'm anxious to always see more characters.
Yeah. At this point, the guest is running through the catacombs below Gregory House. Is there a way out?
Donk, donk, donk.
I described the next episode, by the way, so sorry you'll have to wait until those characters appear.
No, that's fine.
He's mumbling. He's not brave enough to say insults to his mother's face directly.
Is anyone really, though?
I believe Gregory Mama is actually the final boss of the game.
Wouldn't surprise me. She seems like a major figurehead. Or more like, Gregory seems like the small fry in comparison to the real big picture that you see in most RPGs. She's like, oh yes, I'm the evil guy, but there's this all-encompassing force that was the evil all along. Oh, hello, Judgment Boy. Alright.
I believe you want the money to drop. There we go. Oh god. I don't need Gregory, like, stalking the catacombs, thank you very much.
No.
Gives me nightmare flashbacks, honestly. That's Nightmare with a K, by the way. Yep, that's indecisiveness for you.
Indeed. It seems like we're coming towards the end of this escapade, so maybe some lingering questions will be answered?
The fact this is all in first person really makes it visually appealing, I have to say.
Adds to the sense of not knowing, really, because you're sort of living it from his perspective almost entirely rather than just being someone looking from the outside in. It really immerses you. It actually makes it feel like the video game in a way.
Well, that was a third-person game, folks, so don't try to say what the video game is, I know.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is that this does seem like something you'd see in a video game, because you've got plenty of first-person perspective things like this, such as the Myst series, Total Distortion. It reminds me very much of those kind of things, but we're kind of watching it just unfold without any input from us. We're just along for the ride.
Yeah. That's Angel Dog, by the way.
Uh-huh. Devil Dog can't be too far behind.
Let's see. Where is Angel Dog? She is a canine with an angelic appearance that invites you to be near her. She has somewhat of a split personality, however, and frequently changes into the Devil Dog and invites you to hell. Well, I'm going to take her advice and help. Thank you, Gregory.
I mean, you couldn't go up into hell, surely. But that's not it. There is more.
Yeah, you might want to get a shifty on.
So it looks like we've got about 4 more parts to go.
Yeah, this is episode 21, Dead Body.
Well, that's promising.
Like, we're in full-on stealth right now. It's just directly out of the game.
Tactical espionage action.
If you actually follow Gregory around in the game, like where he's placid and agreeable, somewhat at the beginning, you can learn bits and pieces about the backstory.
Ah.
Is that poison? Dead Body refers to the zombie-like skeletons that inhabit the graveyard that surround Gregory House. They are very fragile and dissolve to dust in water or wind. Their eternal mission seems to be obtain new bodies. They also seem to have taken a liking to alcohol, specifically wine. They appear in all mainstream seasons and spin-offs.
Ah, okay, so he was drinking wine. Give me that body! Give me your ass!
No! No!
And there's the Gregory house again.
Ran straight back to where they were trying to escape from.
Well, that was a wrong turn at Albuquerque if I ever saw one.
Yeah, there are words for that.
How is this going to end, I wonder? There's 3 episodes left, and he's getting that feeling like he's about to give up again, where he was so determined before.
Yeah, okay, I got it the first time, Gregory.
It's the opposite of Mufasa. Just forget everything. Forget! Forget!
Yeah.
Hey, it's Angel Dog again.
So yeah, she is helpful, but only when she's in her angel dog form.
Yep. Heaven or hell, duel 1, let's rock!
Let's escape.
You believe in us, Zombie Cat. Let's do it.
Yep, there is a choice there. That's all he ever says, really. He's eternally hungry.
She was looking out for us the whole time, or he.
Let's rock.
I decided to main Soul bad guy. I'm not gonna be some scrub that mains Johnny just because he's top tier.
Oh god, there's more of them! Oh, fuck off. I'm not making that decision.
Oh, there's a big one.
Yep, Judgment Boy Gold. He's the boss, just in case that wasn't obvious.
Ah. I just thought final form Judgment Boy managed to attain a new level.
He trains, well, this is in the game, he trains all the other Judgment Boys for the final judgment and is the last guest to visit the hotel. In Bloody Cart, which is a later season, I believe, it's revealed that he isn't really gold, just gold-plated.
Of course. Will this be the one time the gold drops?
Yeah, there's a whole thing about perception in this hotel. There we go, Volk.
What's it gonna be? Hey!
Oh, I'm so proud of him. That's a lot more menacing than it was in the game.
So the house is dematerializing.
There we go.
Alrighty, so let's see what the actual truth is behind this damn house. Penultimate episode time?
Yep, this is simply called Death.
Oh. Man, these are some really encouraging episodes names, aren't they? You know, that form isn't necessarily the most inviting.
No. I believe in the game you just have to keep walking forward at this point and ignore him.
Hey, it's that deaf guy you were talking about with the Swedish hat for some reason.
Yes, he's simply called Death.
He is Swedish deaf.
There you go. There it is. Gregory is the personification of purgatory, just in case that wasn't obvious.
Ah, so my second hunch was semi-correct, I guess? I don't think I was bang on, but I had the right idea.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't get along with Angel Dog, by the way.
Ah.
Well, we've made our decision. Onwards to life.
Well, we gotta wait for the last episode. So how does it all close? Ooh, that's taken a very different turn. It's like something that I expect to hear from Gregory, to be honest with you.
It's just all so familiar and banal.
It's like you're inside one of those infomercials. Can you not clean a dish correctly? Then you need this $25 sponge that comes with an extra one free and this mop that we just happen to have lying around in our warehouse.
Just the same thing day in and day out. I long for some chaos. This episode is called Haniwa's Salaryman, by the way.
Oh, it's the whole salaryman thing. Okay, this all makes sense. Hey, it's the gyroids from Animal Crossing. So I guess these are humans, quote-unquote? Or maybe not.
As close as we're gonna get, really.
Ah, fair enough.
Well, I mean, these are the actual humans. It's just a metaphor, Volk, I think.
And back we go. But what does it mean? And that, as they say, is that.
Yeah, the video has closed, and as Volk says, we have come to the end of Gregory Horror Show Volume 1. So what do you think, Volk?
It was very compelling. Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure what really to think of it in the first few episodes, but as it slowly began to become more apparent, what the underlying themes might be, my interest was purely into seeing how much deeper things would get, and if there will be more answers to some of the questions as to what this place actually is and what significance the characters have. And by the end of it, I was pretty satisfied.
Okay, I'm going to read you the story synopsis just so everyone's in the same place as to where the story is. Let's see. The Nightmare Begins, the first series, which we just watched, is a set of 25 stories about a businessman arriving at the hotel after taking a train home from work. He encounters the mysterious owner of the hotel, an old mouse known as Gregory, who suggests that he stay a while in room 205. Gregory gradually erodes away his individuality, denouncing the first guest as nothing more than a small part of himself. The man soon becomes drawn into a bizarre set of events taking place within Gregory House as he tries desperately to escape from this purgatory. Though he escapes back to his wife and son, he finds reality too boring and returns voluntarily. It is heavily implied that he becomes an empty shell, Haniwa's salaryman.
Ooh, okay. So there are more than just that volume. There's the volume 2 and the volume 3 and what have you.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons overall, I believe. Let's look here. Story. Second series is The Second Guest. Third series is The Last Train, and the fourth series is Bloody Car. But I'm not going to tell you what they entail, because that would be spoilers.
Yes, I mean, if this interested you, then by all means, pursue further and see what more tales that they'll be able to spin for you. Although I would be curious to know if they kind of link to each other in some way.
I think they took elements of Season 1 and 2 to make the story for the video game, because there's mentions of fire in the second one, and I remember that specifically from the game. This is very appropriate, by the way. Haniwa are small terracotta clay figures that were made for ritual use and buried with the dead as funerary objects during the Kofun period.
So the whole monotony of reality has left him dead inside, and that's where that whole thing comes in. Alright, I think I see where they're going with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I think I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Appropriately spoopy for Halloween. Thank you guys, and thank you Rob for allowing us to take a glimpse into the Gregory Horror Show. But that's it for now, so hope you guys have a nice Halloween. We should either have more stuff coming, or stuff has passed. Either way, catch up and enter the horror, but don't stay too long in the End Tom Horror Show. You might never leave. See you next time.
I'm looking for a way out, please help. Go help me!